I got really fond memories of working in the garage when I was a kid with my dad, whether it would be building something, fixing something, and working on the car. And even from such a small age, I remember wanting to get into the garage and help my dad. And one of the things that I remember, even from as a young fella, is the excitement I got to hand Dad his tools. He'd want a certain spanner, his certain power tool that I could go fetch from the cupboard, and the excitement of going and finding it and knowing what like a size 12 socket was, and I could go and find it and help my dad by giving it to him. And there's something that it was always important to remember, is it was always his tools in his garage doing his work. And when I say we were doing something, I'm using the word we very loosely. He was doing something and I was probably more than likely just getting in the way. I don't know how much I was helping. But as I grew up, as I got a little bit older, and as I learned and as I followed instructions, I was able to do a little bit more. I remember being able to sit in the driver's seat as well before I got my license, and being able to turn the engine over when my dad said, "All right, give it a go." And I'd turn it over and it wouldn't quite start, and he'd make another adjustment and I'd give it another go, and the engine would turn over and fire up. Or whether it be handing him tools, whether it be helping him with power tools and being able to use the power tool for the first time, being able to use that drill or the circular saw under his supervision for the first time. But it was using his tools in his garage for his work. And this is exactly the same way that I feel when it comes to working alongside God. Using his tools in his garage, doing his work. And at church recently, we've been journeying together as a community through the book of Psalms. And there's a particular psalm that I want to share with you. And it goes like this. God's way is perfect. All the Lord's promises prove true. He is a shield for all who look to him for protection. For who is God except the Lord? Who but our God is a solid rock? God arms me with strength. He makes my way perfect. He makes me as sure-footed as a mountain goat, enabling me to stand on mountain heights. He trains my hands for battle. He strengthens my arms to draw a bronze bow. He has given me your shield of victory. Your right hand supports me. Your help has made me great. You have made a wide path for my feet to keep them from slipping. This is David. This is the warrior David. And he was great with weapons, with bow, with sword, with shield. He was one of the best around. Yet he said it is God that trained his hands for battle. He knew that everything in his life had come from God. All the tools that he had used in that life of his came from God. And I believe it's the same for you and for me. Everything that we have been given, whether it be the house we live in, the job that we have, our family, our finances, the skills and talents that we have, they've all come from God because we are in God's kingdom. We are in his garage, and these are his tools. So let us give back the tools to God. Let us hand over the tools back to him. Let us use what we have been given. Let's give it back to him for his kingdom. Let's work together with God, using his tools in his garage for his work.